Hey everyone, my name is Megan. Welcome back to my homestead. Today I'm in the kitchen and I have a goal to use up some applesauce. So I make homemade applesauce in my Instapot and I have a video on that. I'll link it above. And today I need to use some of this. So 2 adults in the house, we don't really sit and eat applesauce with a spoon, too often at least. So how am I going to use it? I've got a apple cinnamon baked oatmeal. It uses 10 eggs, it's pretty high in protein, and it makes a great breakfast. It can be easily reheated in a frying pan or in the microwave. So let's get started on that and we'll make some breakfast for this week. So we started with our 10 eggs. These are farm fresh eggs from our chickens. And I'm just going to give them a little whisk here with the Danish dough whisk. I'm going to make everything in this 9 by 11 glass dish that's going to go straight in the oven. So no extra dishes, which is always a bonus. So we got that. We've got 2 cups of homemade applesauce. We're just going to add that right in there. I'm going to use the same measuring cup to get an additional 2 cups of milk. I'm going to do 2 heaping teaspoons of cinnamon because we like cinnamon in this house. And we're going to do a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. One teaspoon of salt. Yeah. 4 cups of oats. I just got these organic oats from Costco. And 2 cups of chopped apples. So this time of year we're getting an abundance of apples from our CSA and I never know what to do with them. We eat some fresh obviously, but some weeks we're getting, you know, anywhere from 3 to 6 pounds of apples, and that's a lot for 2 people to eat. So you can measure this if you want to. I'm not going to. Literally just going to chop these up and add. You can use any type of apple you want. Tend to use more of a baking apple for this. I think these ones are like a Honeycrisp though, I'm not sure. So just whatever size you want, kind of do little cubes. And if you're really sensitive to texture, I'm sure you could peel these apples. We aren't, so I'm just leaving the peels on. Breakfast is not a meal I do well for in the morning. I always eat breakfast, so it's not always the healthiest option. certainly not high enough protein most of the time. So this is a great option for us because I can just reheat it quite easily in the morning. And it's already ready, so I don't have to think about it. Okay. So that's everything for the main ingredients. We're also going to make a topping for this, which I've done both and included the topping and not included the topping, which is just butter and brown sugar. And I find if I don't include the topping, I end up adding sweetener the next day for breakfast, which often becomes maple syrup. But if I add the toppings, you don't always do that, so quite the sweet tooth. Okay, so we're just combining everything well so that there's not one just, you know, big corner of egg. But you definitely don't need to be fussy about this. Okay, so it literally says a quarter cup of butter. I'm just going to use what's left in this wrapper. It's probably about a quarter cup. It's been sitting on top of the fridge. Okay, let's just get in there, I guess. All right, another quarter cup of brown sugar, and we're just gonna sprinkle that on the top. There are some things I can eyeball, and sugar is not one of them because I would always add way too much. So I did measure that. All right, and just like that, we're gonna add this to a 350-degree oven. It does say that it's going to take 35 to 45 minutes to bake, but I usually find it does take a bit longer, at least in my oven. You want it to be firm to the touch, so really that the eggs are set. And yeah, so simple, easy breakfast. I'll show you guys the end result. And thanks to Becky at the Acre Homestead for recommending this one. We've been eating this for a couple years now. We really enjoy her channel, so make sure to go and check her out too. She's got all kinds of recipes, and I'll link the recipe from her blog down below. This is the final product for our baked oatmeal. I'm quite pleased with this. It's done. It's set. You can tell because when it's not set, the whole thing will jiggle, and you don't want that. You want to cook it until it stops jiggling and it is just one kind of baked item. You'll see the oil on top, that's just the butter. That will cool and it'll just be a delicious part of the topping. So yeah, super easy way to use up some apples and a high protein breakfast. So always a win. I'll catch you guys on the next one.